Mass Effect Trilogy has some truly memorable moments. It's one of the best franchises out there with its immersive story, great characters, and just outright awesome moments. To celebrate the 1 year anniversary since the trilogy's conclusion, and the start of HereticNetwork's Mass Effect Week, with the help of Alicia, I've compiled a list of my top 15 favourite moments from the entire trilogy. Of course, there is more than 15 amazing moments in this trilogy, and some of you will no doubt be disappointed that your favourite moments aren't on the list. I'm not claiming this to be an official list, just some of mine and Alicia's personal highlights. Of course, this video contains big spoilers for all 3 Mass Effect games, so, with that in mind, let's begin! Number 15. Mass Effect 1's opening cinematic. The very first scene in the Mass Effect trilogy is the one that captured our interest. The brilliant Mass Effect theme plays as Anderson, Udina and Admiral Hackett talk about Shepard. We then see the Normandy using a mass relay. Sounds simple and dull, but the music and the style it's done in makes it shine. This is how you do an opening scene. Not many games have been able to start off like this. It just screams epic. I admit, I had my doubts when I first played Mass Effect, thinking, this won't have shit on Knights of the Republic. This scene took away any doubts I had. I knew I was in for a treat. Number 14. Grunt's Last Stand. This scene showed surprising growth for Grunt, the hilarious and vicious krogan, as he sacrifices himself for Shepard and co to escape the Rachni.
Shuttle's down that path. I'll hold them off. Get out of here, Shepard!
From being a brainless brute in Mass Effect 2 to a respected krogan in charge of a unit, Grunt is an amazing example of character development. If he survives this, it's even better near the end of the game when he thanks Shepard for freeing him from the tank. Throughout this entire scene I was on the edge of my seat saying, "Come on Grunt, you can do it! Take the fuckers down!" Number 13. The Normandy SR-2 vs the Collector ship. One of the most tense moments in Mass Effect 2, the ship that destroyed the original Normandy at the start of the game and the new, improved Normandy have an intense fight during the suicide mission. Blowing the ship to hell felt good, especially this bit.
Time to show our new team. Fire the main gun.
How do you like that, you sons of bitches?
Get in close and finish him off.
Everybody hold on, gonna be a wild ride. Give him hell, girl.
Look out!
This was a very satisfying scene, watching the ship that destroyed your ship, killed lots of your crew, and nearly killed you, get blown up by an improved version of your previous ship. When the Collector ship first emerges from the Collector base, the small pause had a lot of tension. This was a real, shit just got serious moment. Number 12. Eve's speech. First time we hear a krogan give a speech, and it's epic.
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
Just when you're thinking everything is about to go to hell because the other krogan clans don't like Mordin, Eve emerges and delivers a great speech with the score, A Future for a Krogan. Not only does this score remind me of both Dragon Age and Doctor Who, but it also gave me goosebumps. Seriously, throughout all 3 games our misconception of the krogan all being mindless brutes was slowly changing, and this was the icing on the cake. I found the whole genophage cure part of the game in general to be absolutely brilliant, by far the best act and writing in Mass Effect 3. I can't really describe the scene any better, it was just excellent.
There's too many!
Number 11, the Virmire choice. Our choices in Mass Effect 1 up to this point had some value, but there had been nothing so serious that it caused us to stop and think for a while. Well, maybe the choice whether to kill or spare the Rachni, of course, but who knew we'd be deciding who lives and dies? We had to decide between saving Caden Alenko, or Ashley Williams, and the first time I was playing this, I had to think hard on who I was going to save. No, I didn't. I chose Ashley. I couldn't f Kaidan, but in all seriousness, this was when everything got serious in Mass Effect. We truly realised what was at stake and how important it was to stop Saren, and the decisions were only going to get harder from here on out.
Stay alive. I'll be coming to get you too, Kaidan.
I think we both know that's not gonna happen, Commander.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
Shortly before we have to make the choice in number 11, the player encounters a hologram of Sovereign, the most menacing Reaper around. This is the first time we ever directly interact with a Reaper, and boy is it an intense scene. Everything from the ominous music playing to Sovereign's scarily calm tone of voice makes this scene unforgettable. How cold, calm and confident Sovereign spoke really alarmed you as you learned that Saren's flagship is the Reaper itself, and how confident Sovereign is that everyone will die. No matter how much you tell Sovereign to shove his metal tentacles somewhere else, you can't escape the feeling there's some truth in his voice. Did we underestimate the Reapers?
We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it. We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure. We are legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
Number 9. Shepard's speech. Shortly after you become the first human Spectre, you make a speech to your crew before heading off to stop Saren. You really get to customize Shepard's speech. You're given 3 choices from the outset: honesty, ruthless, or concise. Then you get 3 or 4 choices in every line Shepard says, so you can really mix up the speech. My speech turned out as a mostly Paragon one with a strong confidence that we're going to kill Saren and save the galaxy.
Listen up, Normandy.
This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. And I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission.
We all know what happened on Eden Prime.
We saw the destruction, we saw the bodies, we saw what Saren did. And I plan to make him pay.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
With the mix of Spectre induction and the Mass Effect theme playing in the background, you feel like an epic hero delivering a speech, getting you pumped to go out there and kick ass. Number 8. The death of Mordin Solus. For me, one of the saddest moments in Mass Effect 3, the death of the loved Salarian Mordin Solus. Like Rex and the Krogan, Mordin changed our opinion of the Salarians, for the better. In one ending, Mordin bravely sacrifices himself to fix the Shroud Tower and disperse the genophage cure. While this was sad indeed, there was a heroic feel to it that brought a smile to your face. Mordin had admitted he made a mistake and sacrificed himself to fix it. His line, however, felt so sad, Shepard's simple reply of,
I'm sorry,
added to a very emotional scene. I don't cry when it comes to games, films or books, but in this scene, it came close to bringing a tear to my eye. The other version is when you betray Mordin and shoot him to stop him fixing the tower and dispersing the cure. While it's a renegade option, you can see that not even Shepard wanted to do it, as he throws the gun away in disgust, and even later confides in Garrus about it. Perhaps the most emotional part of this is how Mordin carries on the way to the tower, trying to fix it. It's incredibly touching, and a brilliant way to show how different Mordin is to other Salarians. I don't want to ruin it. Here, just watch.
malfunction detected. Warning, temperature malfunction detected.
No. Not ready.
Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, dispersal commencing.
Also, something I'd like to point out about this scene: regardless of what weapons you have equipped on Shepard, when it comes to shooting Mordin, Shepard uses the M6 Carnifex pistol, which is the same pistol Mordin gives Shepard in Mass Effect 2 when you recruit him, as a sign of trust, and that very same gun of trust is used on Mordin in Mass Effect 3 if you kill him, from a sign of trust to betrayal. It's a very subtle thing, but I thought it was brilliant. Makes it even sadder. You can almost see the look of shock on Mordin's face as well.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck. You too, Shepard.
You knew it'd be on this list. One of the most popular scenes and scores to be recently discussed was the opening to Mass Effect 3. It was a great way to start a game, to get dem feels going. We'll see a lone boy who Shepard encountered early getting killed by a Reaper. This to me said, wow, BioWare really isn't holding back this time. The Reapers mean business. It's a brilliantly crafted scene, as Clint Mansell's work on the soundtrack here is very emotional. I'd say this is probably my favourite opening to any of the Mass Effect games. Number 6. Hackett's speech. Possibly one of the most epic moments in Mass Effect 3 was Hackett's speech to the fleet. Everything had built up to this moment, all the hours of gameplay, forming alliances, settling age-old grudges, and so on, came down to this. Hackett's speech is short but epic, with an amazing epic soundtrack playing that gave me goosebumps, which, like I said, is rare for me in a game. The scene that follows the fleet arrive is so fucking awesome, there's no better way to put it. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, and when I saw that massive fleet I'd formed arrive through the relay, I thought, holy shit. I was convinced for a moment that we'd be able to defeat the Reapers conventionally. The soundtrack to this scene was also great. It's the basic main theme for Mass Effect, but mixed up so it sounds epic. Here, just watch.
Commander?
Admiral?
Are you ready to bring the might of the galaxy to bear on the Reapers?
Yes, sir.
Then let's make sure the fleets are ready.
All fleets reporting in, sir.
Never before have so many come together from all quarters of the galaxy. But never before have we faced an enemy such as this. The Reapers will show us no mercy. We must give them no quarter. They will terrorize our populations. We must stand fast in the face of that terror. They will advance until our last city falls, but we will not fall. We will prevail. Each of us will be defined by our actions in the coming battle. Stand fast. Stand strong. Stand together. Hackett out.
Number 5, From the Wreckage. When we first saw this scene, we all thought the same thing. What? No, Shepard can't be dead. The soundtrack is amazing for a small period of time. We're actually 100% convinced that Shepard is dead. Then, that epic moment when Shepard appears out of the debris with that sexy grin on his face, we all cheered. This was a victorious and feel-good moment. The ending that directly follows this is also very excellent, an amazing cliffhanger for Mass Effect 2. I, for one, was very hyped. This is how you end a great game. Number 4, Launching the Suicide Mission. All of Mass Effect 2 was about building up a team and ensuring they're loyal for a suicide mission, and that moment when you enter the Omega-4 relay is one of the most tense and nail-biting moments in the game. Throughout the entire first sequence I was thinking, please no one die, please everyone be okay, and when Joker fights off the drones and tries to clear the debris field whilst everyone hangs on for life, damn, that was epic. I actually held my breath for the first time thinking, come on Joker, you can do this. Joker wasn't the only one breathing a sigh of relief when you make it.
I'm going in! Non-critical power. This is gonna hurt. Damage report.
Kinetic barrier steady at 30%. No significant damage.
But of course, if you can't upgrade your ship, then you're gonna have a bad time making it through this without no one dying. But who the f*** would risk killing Legion? Number 3, Anderson's death. One of the best moments in the Mass Effect Trilogy. This scene is truly heartbreaking. Admiral Anderson, the one who's been at your side since the very beginning, who risked his life for you and never doubted you. He was Shepard's role model, and I like to think of him as a father figure to Shepard, especially if your Shepard had the Connolly background where his or her parents were killed.
Commander?
This score is brilliant and touching, and Anderson and Shepard's conversation is short but sweet. Honestly, this would have been a great place to end Mass Effect 3. This is the first time we truly see Shepard take a break, and you can feel the exhaustion from the past 3 game years of fighting. This scene was brilliant, and Anderson's final words, "I'm proud of you," actually hit me. If there's one thing Mass Effect 3 was good at, it's getting them feels going.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
I think you earned a rest. Anderson? Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You did good, son. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Anderson?
Number 2, the Normandy Reborn. From a more sad, emotional moment to an epic one. This is one of the best scenes in the Mass Effect franchise, and BioWare should be applauded for this scene alone. After seeing the Normandy being destroyed and being forced to work with Cerberus, seeing Joker made things feel a little better. But when that epic music kicks in, the Normandy SR2 is revealed, faith is restored. You get an epic feeling that things may be alright for Shepard, and you've got your ship back, bigger and better. This is a brilliant scene and worthy of being a runner-up.
Saved your life. Let me fly. And there's this.
They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
So we've had 14 fantastic moments, but what's number one? Well, without further delay, here it is, Heretic Network's number one Mass Effect moment. The end run in the suicide mission. While the whole suicide mission was nail-biting, thrilling, and intense, this was by far the best scene. For a moment we think Shepard is dead, but when we see him get up and pull his squad mates up, we begin to feel that we might make it out alive. Joker tells us that everyone is on board, and suddenly a Seeker Swarm appears with some collectors being controlled by Harbinger. What follows is one of the most epic and tense moments ever created in a game. You just think the entire scene, go Shepard, come on, you can make it. This scene is too epic for my ramblings, so just watch.
I'm here, Joker. Did the ground team make it?
All survivors on board. We're just waiting for you.
Human, you've changed nothing. Your species has the attention of those infinitely or greater. That which you know as Reapers are your salvation through destruction.
Truly an epic scene, the best feeling ever is escaping the base with everyone alive. You feel once again like you've done something, and the score is brilliant. Hands down, the Suicide Mission is not only the best soundtrack, but it's one of the best levels in a video game to date. There it is folks, our top 15 Mass Effect Trilogy moments. This is a truly amazing game series, and I strongly recommend anyone who hasn't played all three games to do it now. Honestly, it's that good. No other series gets you so invested in the story, so connected to the characters, and above all, gets you so absorbed into its universe that it's hard to play any RPG after and enjoy it as much. It pushed the boundaries in so many ways, and while it had its flaws and controversy, it was an amazing ride, and one I don't regret in the slightest. I plan to do a yearly playthrough of all 3 in its honour. Thank you for this franchise, BioWare. For now, this is Will from Heretic Network signing off. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more.
Walking blind, don't forget that there is always hope to find. Choose your path, walk it well, save us from this living hell. In this broken cage we will not be confined. And when the world starts to burn, at the point of no return, keep a hold of your conviction, tear out the affliction, and for the world turns black, stand up and take it back. As the towers of steel and stone crumble to dust, the foundations of our hope begin to rust. Choking fear, screaming sound, as a reaper comes to ground, you turn to face it down because you must.